Hi, welcome to this episode of 3DSMAX. Here I am going to show you how to create a bottle. Okay, so for this basically you need a reference. I'm going to create like this. I'm going to have a reference called shade and go to the material, and under the material I'll just go and select what type I want. It's a physical material what I have. Okay, and I just want a normal one, a normal material. So you have different types of materials. So when you go to material editor, you will know exactly what are things. And the scene material, you don't see everything is. And utility, you don't have anything. And you have a standard hair, matte, finish, standard surface material. So now, when you see this, you might get confused because there are different types of materials you have here. We need the standard material so that it will be easy for you for the beginners. Okay, so for that what you do is you go to customize, and here you have customize default switcher and change that to legacy. Click on set. Automatically it will go to the legacy part, but this will be active only when you reset, that is when you restart it. Okay, so I'm going to close it. I'm going to close this and for this part I'll just open it. So here again I just change that to 3D Studio Max Legacy. I'm creating this default shading. Go to materials. Now we can just see it is standard legacy, and here I'm going to, in the diffuse I'm going to select the bitmap, and under the bitmap we will just open it. I'm going to apply to it, and here I'm going to assign this. Click on the bottle. Now next what I do is I'll just move this down, select this, go to modify, adjust the width like this. So now I have this width. So this is a bottle. So now here what I do is again go to material, I just want, I'll just go back and I'll reduce opacity of it slightly so that I'll be able to see the line what I'm going to create. Okay, so what I do is I just select this and go to line tool. From here I'll just start like this. Here I need a vertex. Okay, that's very important. You should not have more vertex because it will give you a very rough surface. And this right click. So you got the shape. Now go to modify, go to vertex, and you can zoom this area and try adjusting the shapes. Okay, so here I don't want this vertex, I'll just delete out this, and if you want you can add a vertex also. You can just keep like this, right click and you can just make it smooth. You can keep it over here like this, and you can go to the segment and make this straight. Click on the line. So using different tools, like you can just say right here, then adjust it, adjust the shape like this. And here if you want to have bend shape, then you can just use the refine option. You can click on this, and you can just delete off the center one. So you get a curve like this. You adjust it. So just use the fan tool, move it up here, smooth it, smooth. Here we don't want this, delete out this. So unnecessary vertex you don't need, but here you need one because that's the place where you're going to have your label. And select this, keep it over here. Again you can use a pan tool, move it up. Here you have the points, select it to make it smooth. Here also to make it smooth. So here, smooth, smooth, smooth over here. Okay. So you got a perfect shape over here like this. Now next what you do is you need to create a thickness for it. For the spline what you have created, you need a thickness, and before that there is another one thing what you have to do is you have to move it over here like this. So you have all these options, and there is an option called interpolation. Click on interpolation, click on adaptive. Always very important is you have to click on adaptive so that the shape is becoming very smooth. Okay, so you can just move over here and keep it like this. See the shape, perfect shape over here like this. And now next is, see here is a bottle area. Okay, bottle cap area. So this is very important. Yeah, so here what you do is the cap, you can have it like this. The cap should have a cut there. So what you do is you just use the refine option, and you can just click over here like this, 1, 2, and just move this up right here. So you get the projection here like this, and now you got this. Now create a very thin outline, zoom this area, and you need to create an outline here. Create an outline, a very thin line. Now next what you do is go back and see, make sure that this line, can you see here this line? This line and this vertex exactly meets each other. For that you have to zoom this area, make sure it is drawing here. Okay, click over here like this, and select this too, push it up. Okay, and make sure this edge is very important. This edge part has to be perfect. Okay, there should not be any intersection here. Can you see the intersection here? It should not be there. So push it, keep it over here like this. That's very important here, because none of them, when you see on the YouTube, they will never show all this. The intersection should not be there. Then your modifier will not work properly. Make sure that everything is perfect. So select this, right click and click on smooth. So you can just see two vertex here also. Everything is perfect. So you can just use the fan tool. You can just see any lapse is there. Lapse is there, you will not get the resultant output. Okay, perfect output you will not get. Now go to pivot axis. Two ways you can do the axis. The axis is now here. So now I need to use a modifier called the lathe. So when I use a lathe, it has to go in its axis. So let us first try with the normal lathe. Press L. So you get a shape like this. So what you do is there's an option called X, Y and Z. Click on X. It goes that side. Y, Z. Okay. So when you click on this X, Y. So click on this Y. And what you do is the axis is this point. Okay. So now what I do is I just remove off this delete it out. Click on this affect pivot only, axis point, keep it to the center like this. So I am showing you that is like, if you use a lathe, you will not get the result. So the process is like, it's always better use the affect pivot point only, click on the center like this, then use the lathe. I'm doing it very slowly so that you will be able to understand. Can you see the bottle? Now here you click on weld core and flip normal. Flip normal and weld core is very important. Once you do that, you get a bottle. Then now you can just delete out this. You got the bottle here. And now is the time for you to give materials. Click on it. You need to give a material. So I'll create a box or a plane, whatever, whichever way you want. Create a big plane, and what you do is select this. Move down this here. Keep it to the base. Go to modify, rotate it. You just increase the width and the length. Now you apply a material, a bitmap material. Say anything like a bitmap. You can just go to the drive here, and I'm going to select for my map material. Say select a wooden material. So wood, and just select this wood material or this material, whichever material you want. Apply to it. Click on show bitmap in the viewport. Now next is what you have to do is you have to select this. First you need to apply a glass material to it. So select over here like this and click on this legacy. Go over here, and here you have material, and in case you don't have material like this, you have to create a glass material. So large icon. So I have my materials here. In that case you need to go to open and do it. So these materials are available, you can download it, and if you don't have, you have to create the material. So when you create the material, glass clear, so you can just see everything has to be black. Please download it and just follow the same parameter. Black, this should be enabled. You will get a perfect glass material like this. See, the background is enabled, so you just disable the background, you will not be able to see the effect. So click on this You have the ray trace basic parameter here. Specular should be white. Please follow this extended parameter. Nothing. Your index of refraction, that is IOR, should be 1.5. Okay, and I'll just keep this. You can take a screenshot and follow the. You can just see on the reflect. You just give a fall off and keep the value at 50. So this creates a clear glass material. So I'm going to apply to this. I've applied it. The glass material has been applied. Now what I do is I just select this, right click, convert this to a editable mesh. Okay. Now it's time for me to select only the cap. So default shading, I'm going to just change that to wireframe. Okay. So I've just selected the wireframe. Open it. Go and click on editable mesh. Element. I'm going to select only this one. Polygon. Only this. I've selected only this part. Again go to material and select a color. I don't want anything. I just want only one color. A blue color with some shininess like this, and I'll just apply to it. Okay, so I applied it, and I'm going to leave a light, Omni light. I'll just click on a standard Omni light here. Move it up. You can use Arnold light if you want. First I'll show you with the Omni light. Keep it up, and default shading is default shading. So click on this, go to light and shadows and click on element with the scene light. Go to modify, make sure that shadow is on, shadow map, other things just leave it. Okay, now render it. When you render it, make sure that render setup is in scanline render. You render it. You can just see the bottle, and you can just see the shadow is very dark. So if the shadow is very dark, what you have to do is you need to go and select the Omni light, and under the shadow map change it to ray trace shadow, and now you render it. And when you render, now you can just see the shadow becomes transparent. Now is the time for you to select this polygon. I'm going to select only this area. Go to materials, select a slot, and I'm going to go to the bitmap. Go up. These are the materials. I will select the bitmap. Under the bitmap, go to desktop. In the desktop, I have just selected a label. Here, open it. Now this is a label what I have. Okay. So this label, I just want only this part. This is resolution is very low. You can just select a good resolution from the net. And here you can just see, I'm going to click over here. You can just see this is one bottle. These things and all I don't want. For that there is an option where you can just select only the area you want. So go to view and select only this one. Click on apply. So this entire thing got applied. Go back, increase the shining line string here, increase shining string, then apply to that particular area. Click on this. Now what you have to do is, I have applied the map, but it is not seen unless still I apply a UVW map. I apply a UVW mapping, which is a plane. I want to click on cylindrical, and this cylindrical, what I'll do is I'll just rotate it. I just want to rotate it. So just use the rotation tool, rotate it like this, and click on fit. Okay. So once I click on fit, and what I'll do is I'll just go and click on. You can just see the label here. Just rotate it. See the label. So I put the label across the bottle. Okay. Across the bottle it is there. So just move this. I'll just show you so many objects I'll show you how to create. And I just want another one light here. Created a light. I'll just move it. Place it over here. If you want, you can place a camera also. You can create a camera. But when you create a camera, you can just see the exposure changes. For that, I'll show you a method what to do. Move it up like this to whichever angle you want. Now you can just see when you render it, it is so bleached. Can you see? So bleached, and all the materials are not clear. So here what you do is go to render, exposure control. Here you have single camera, just go and click on no exposure control, and you render it. You can see the bottle with the shadows. You have to adjust the shadow. See, one thing you should understand is you will not get everything perfect at one point. Okay, so make sure that the shadow is shown only in one. Okay, so you click on this, remove the shadow. Only for this you have ray trace. So if you have ray trace on both the sides, shadow will not be there. Now you can just render this and see. You can just see this area is blocked. Okay. So what you do is you select this, change that to area shadow map, and that also you try. See, physically you need to see how is the effect. See the bottle shadow. Then only you will understand. You have to change the parameter, and after that you have to render this and see how you get. Several times you need to render till you are happy with the bottle shadow, how it is. Okay. So you got this, and if you want to fill water, what you have to do? So here you need to fill the water. So if you want to fill the water, select this. I have converted this to a editable mesh. So what you have to do, before doing that you have to make a copy of that line. No? Again you convert the editable mesh, automatically the UVW map will get impact in this. So don't worry of that. So I just want water till here. So just move it. I'll use the line tool from the center. Just create one solid shape here. Like this. and join it. The same thing what you do is go to modify, click on effect pivot only, click on the center point, go to modify, lathe, got it, increase the side segments. It's water now, so yeah, just inside, and you can just reduce it. Click on the axis sub-object, and remove of the flip normal. Go to material and select the same glass, make a copy of it and apply to one. So here to this, what you can do is you can just applied it specular color. You want some green color. Transparency. There's some color over there to show some difference. If you do not want anything, you just put it as white. Okay, now what you do is you render it. When you render it, you can see the water inside and the reflection of it. Okay, you can see the refraction of it because since you have the maps inside, so you can see the water level till here. Okay, so this is how you create a water bottle. And next what you do is you want the grooves over here. So for that what you do is you need to go to Photoshop. Okay, now in Photoshop what you do is I just opened the document and I cropped it to this size. Okay, I just want only this size. Then the next is I'll add a layer. Okay, and create a rectangle like this and give it with black color. I'm going to give black over here. Alright, now zoom it, Control T and increase it. Reduce the size by pressing shift, reduce the thickness, increase it, yes. So I'm going to keep it here like this, equal thickness, and press Alt and Shift. Press Alt is enough, yes, this much. Then Control Alt D, Control D. Now, once you do this, you press Select Shift and select all the layers and Control E. Then again press Alt and make a copy of this. Again make a copy of this. Just line, that's enough. If you want a perfect line, then you align it and do it. Okay. Control is it. This much is enough. So you select everything together. Control E and press Alt, make a copy of it. This is enough. Now flatten all this and use the crop tool, adjust the edges so that you get only this part, and click on. You got this. Now you just save with copy as. Always remember, whenever you do a project, create a folder and put all the maps available in that folder. Okay. So here I'm going to click on JPEG file. So here, new folder. Inside the new folder, I'm going to select JPEG and type bottle groove. Save. Now I'll open this. Now here what I'm going to do is, I've already lathed it. Select this bottle. I'm going to select only this part. Only this part. The same method, just like I've created a label. This time, what I'll do is, I just want this red color, the blue color, right? So blue color, what I'll do is, I'll just make a copy of it, and I'll give a name to as groove. You should not have a common name, so select this. I'll double click on it, click on this cylinder type. Now here what I'm going to do is, I'm not going to have anything, but this time I'm going to have it in bump. In the bump bitmap, I'll select on the new folder, select this groove, click on open. I got this. Okay, go back. So then I got the groove. I click on negative. Okay, and apply to this area. The same thing. Modify, UVW mapping, map, click on cylindrical, the same method, gizmo, and zoom this area, rotate it like this, and correctly fit to it. Okay, so now my thing is over. Now when you render it, let us see how it is. You can just see the grooves here, and the bottle is perfect. So that finishes. Please try this, experiment with different labels and high resolution labels, so that it makes it much more natural and better. Thank you. Please subscribe.